All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Finding the Fantastic. I'm your host, the chick, the one doing this thing called trying to find something fantastic in between the hustle of surviving life and achieving it. This is a podcast and a show all about bringing up topics that I think, top hacks. Oh, Lord, my learning disabilities are kicking in early today on a Monday. Bringing up topics that we're all going through every day. Like motivational speakers, for the most part, talk about like reinventing ourselves and focusing our minds and how we should be and so many trending things people talk about all the time. But none of us ever really decide to get to the gut of it, which are things that are slightly awkward to talk about. It might actually embarrass us, but we're going to talk about it anyways. And so I have volunteered as tribute. Okay, I'm going to talk about things that bother me, or some people send me messages about things that bother them, and then we talk about it. So can we talk about making plans and anxiety? Anxiety is, I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Again, I have learning disabilities. Anxiety. Anyways, so I have this thing that I've recently discovered. I always knew I kind of got anxiety when it came to making plans, but I didn't really admit it. But last week, my sister and I, we got into a tiny argument about making plans, and the gist of it was, she was like, Colleen, I really don't like making plans with you. You are incredibly difficult to make plans with. And at first I was like, O-M to the G. Really? Did you just throw down the gauntlet? Are we about to gladiator it out a little bit? And then I thought, wait a second. Let us analyze why she would think that, because she's literally one of my biggest supporters and best friends in the world, and she's not saying it to hurt me, so there might be some truth to it. So I stopped and I thought about it, and I'm like, I think she's kind of right. I think I get high anxiety when it comes to making plans. If somebody were to call me and be like, yo, this weekend let's go do this thing, right? I would automatically kind of go into panic mode, which doesn't make any sense because it's the weekend and it's utilized to do things for fun. And so I don't really understand it, but I think part of it is the fact that it's my time, literally my time to plan something fun, and the anxiety of trying to figure out if said thing is going to be fun or is said thing gonna give me extra anxiety. I just don't even know. And so I start to freak out and I never actually commit, because when I commit. But then I kind of commit and it turns into this big ball of a mess. If I made plans during times that said plans were supposed to be done, so a work meeting, I have zero anxiety when it comes to making work meetings at all. Between the work hours, that's what's supposed to be done, right? But from 6 till 11, making plans is I think I'm just going to go home and watch Netflix and chill. Literally chill, because I just don't want to risk my personal time. And does anybody else feel that way? The concept of you get anxiety making plans, and I literally do stuff all the time. I love having fun. I love going places, hanging out with friends, and doing stuff. And when I end up eventually doing it, it's a blast. But the concept of making that plan and I don't know, and I think I need to reevaluate things, because it comes down to working out. It comes down to hanging out with friends, going to the movies, cleaning my room. Does anybody else have anxiety making plans? And it's not huge. I'm not sitting here. I don't have huge anxiety. Okay. Cause I'm an extrovert and I love going to do things. I'll go to the bar, I'll go to the movies, I'll go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'll just go play, have fun, whatever. But the commitment of making the plans, and I think it's because I'm protecting myself. I think it's a secret protect myself thing. I'm protecting my fun time. And that sounds really selfish. And it might be really selfish. I'm not sure yet. I'm still kind of working through this concept that I have thought of in the last 8 days. Man. Anyways, I don't know if anybody else has that out there. Anxiety of committing to make plans during the times that are the fun times. So the weekends and the evenings and such. So, yeah, there's that. That is the podcast for today. That is the video for the day. And let me know if you have these issues. Leave a message on the podcast. Leave a message on the Facebook video, on the Instagram, TV. Let me know. if you've got anxiety. And because I think everybody needs to know that there is more than just yourself who struggles with anxiety. And anxiety can take over your entire life, and it feels like quicksand. And I've done a podcast on quicksand before, but anxiety just like makes your throat feel so small, and it's like you can't breathe, and you feel like you're the only one going through it, which only makes it worse. Like legit only makes it worse. When in reality is a lot of us we have anxiety over it. Like Shelby, when we finally talked it out, she was like, Colleen, I kind of have the same thing, which is why I am relying on you to make the plans. And I was like, oh my God, so we both have anxiety. So let's just work through this. Let's just get through this. Anyways, I don't know. That's what we got. Follow the podcast. Share this. If you know someone who has anxiety, if you have anxiety, let's talk about it. Let's bring it up and like work through it. Ways we can work through it. Because I'm not going to let my anxiety stop me from going out and having fun on the weekends. I'm not going to let my anxiety stop me from going out and hanging out. But sometimes it does. But I don't want it to anymore. So anyways, all right, this is fun and fantastic. I got to go do things and make plans for later. See you guys.